Hey, what's up, guys? You're tuning in to The Rerun, YouTube's newest furry and gaming podcast. And I am Retro Coyote, conspicuously beardless today. But don't worry, if you missed the beard, it is coming back. Just wait a while. Something happened, I had to shave. But today, that's not what I want to talk about. Some big stuff is going on here in the U.S., and it is concerning something near and dear to my heart, and a lot of people are dealing with it in different ways. But before we get into that, if you enjoy the content here on this channel, then make sure to like and subscribe. We post new content all the time, and we'd love to have you with us as we are growing our community. Also, if you want to support the channel more directly, then please check out the link in the description, as he points to his trousers, for our Patreon. It'll get you a shout out at this point in the video. It's only $1 a month, and it really helps the channel. The big thing going on right now in terms of social media and all that is the TikTok ban, which is what we're going to talk about today. Earlier on this year, there was a TikTok ban passed by Congress. President Biden signed it, went into law, and the time that TikTok had to find a buyer is just about up, and unless something happens in the next couple of days, it will be banned this Sunday on the 19th. And so I say this is near and dear to me because Retro Coyote, this channel, started out on TikTok. And I didn't start out as Retro Coyote. Friends of the channel here will know this actually started out as Harrington Hare. And Harrington Hare really started on TikTok. So, yeah, you have TikTok to thank for all this nonsense. And, there hasn't really been anything like it in terms of the short form video, really built to be a social thing. It really emphasized the social part of social media with the duets and stitches and responses, and it was a really helpful tool for a lot of people. Obviously, it was a business opportunity for a lot of people. A lot of small businesses and things like that kicked off because of TikTok. Spawned a lot of communities, connected a lot of people, and now come Sunday, unless something happens, that's going to be gone. TikTok will shut down the app in the US immediately on the 19th, and it'll just be gone. We won't have access to it anymore, which sucks, because again, it was a really cool thing for us here in the US. We communicated throughout several big historical events, which we are tending to have more often here. And so it's not just a fun app for silly dances and cosplay, which is mostly what we used it. I used it for. But it's where a lot of people got their news. There was some legit journalism going on there. People were communicating to each other about things we wouldn't have otherwise known about. It let us communicate directly with each other of regarding matters of import. So now again, it was very much a social media page where you could respond to apps by stitching. Basically, someone would ask a question and you would stitch, and it would cut to your video. Say, well, here's what's going on with that. There were duets where you could have the two videos side by side. A lot of people did some really cool stuff with that. But yeah, man, that really sucks because, we have YouTube Shorts, obviously. A lot of my channel growth is thanks to Shorts here on YouTube. I love Shorts, don't get me wrong. Shorts are great, but they're no TikTok. And I'm hesitant to jump on Meta, which is to say Facebook, Instagram, Threads, because they're the ones behind the TikTok ban. Because it has nothing to do with national security. It's TikTok had a really big slice of the social media market pie, and they weren't a Western country that could be controlled by Western powers with Western money, so Zuckerberg paid, I want to say the price is around 7.6 million. Don't quote me on that. I'm not a journalist of any stretch of the imagination. But from what I heard, he paid about that much in total for various lobbying efforts to get that bill pushed through. So, that's the price tag for freedom, apparently. But anyway, yeah, man. So people are responding to this in a couple of different ways. One big development, I guess we could say, is people are hopping onto an app that we are calling Red Note, which is a Chinese app. It is basically the Chinese version of TikTok. It's not one-to-one, but it's a Chinese version, same kind of scenario there. Now, time will tell whether that ends up really sticking or just kind of being just kind of an FU movement to the people who banned it. I don't know. We'll see. As to whether or not you'll see me on that app, I'm going to wait, let the early adopters figure out all the kinks. Once they have a system figured out, if it's an app that ends up sticking around here in the US, then sure, we might take a look at it. But for now, I'm going to maintain focus here with you guys on YouTube. YouTube has been my main app for a couple of years now. I've kind of steered away from TikTok the last year or so because of this kind of thing. This isn't the first time that TikTok has the effort been made to ban it. This has happened 3 or 4 times, at least to my memory, in the past. Never succeeded, so at some point it felt like the boy who cried wolf until it happened. And so this Sunday it's finally going to happen for real. Unless, and this is a big unless they can push for a delay to find a buyer. There's a 200 some odd day delay that they might be pushing for, but I don't see that happening. It could happen. I could be 100% wrong. Again, I'm not a journalist. I'm not a political pundit or expert on that. But it could very much happen. And if it does, cool. I'm not going to go back on TikTok because I don't see a point in investing my time and effort on an app that is constantly under attack, constantly under threat, where all of the stuff I've made for that app is in danger of being gone, and I don't feel like archiving everything I've made. The stuff I make for TikTok is not the stuff I make for YouTube. Different content for different app, for different algorithm, yada yada, right? So if it survives, if it gets that delay, cool. That's awesome, genuine. I'm happy. But I'm not going to be headed back to TikTok. I'm done with TikTok. I'm going to hang out here with you guys on YouTube, and we're going to grow our community here. Just because it's just, I'm tired of it. As much as I love the videos, and like I said earlier, it's a great app with a lot of really cool social elements to it. I never really engaged with a lot of those social elements enough to really make it worth my while, when I could just do the exact same thing I do there here on Shorts. But anyway, yeah, TikTok is going down. That being said, I did have a significant following. Okay, not significant. But I had a following on TikTok. I had like 11,000 followers. And yeah, I had some fans, and it's kind of a bummer that most of them never made their way here to YouTube, but it is what it is. Silver lining, and I hate saying this because it sounds kind of slimy and opportunistic, but silver lining, if it does go down, I see Shorts getting a big push here on YouTube. So if you are looking at starting a channel, focusing on short form content, if you're a refugee from TikTok looking for a place to put your stuff, YouTube isn't a bad option. Again, it's no TikTok, but with TikTok being banned, and I can see YouTube Shorts getting a big push so they can capitalize on that, your opportunity, you have a growth opportunity here on YouTube. So maybe that's something you want to look at. I don't know. If you're on TikTok, tell me about your plans down in the comments. Where are you planning on putting your stuff? Or are you giving up content creation? I want to hear your story down in the comments below. And again, if you enjoy the content here on this channel, then make sure to like and subscribe. If you want to support the channel more directly, you can do so on Patreon. It gets you a shout out in the video, and it's only $1 a month. That being said, guys, I'm going to see you guys next Friday right here on the rerun. Until then, I'll catch you later. Bye.